Math 102, simplifying powers of I. So we've already got I itself. I squared we said is -1. I cubed we define as -1, or I'm sorry, negative I. And I to the 4th we define as +1. Now those 4 options are the only 4 options, and they appear in that same order. So in other words, I to the 5th, that's the same as I to the 6th, that's the same as I squared, which is -1. I to the 7th, that's the same as I cubed, which is -I. I to the 8th, that's the same as I to the 4th, that's +1, and so on. So we have a cycle of 4 options, and again, they all appear in the same order. Now the key to all of these problems is the fact that I to the 4th is +1. So if I have I to a power, here my example of I to the 37th, I want to know if the exponent is divisible by 4. So here, 37, that is not divisible by 4. So I then ask myself, what is the largest number that is divisible by 4 and is smaller than the exponent? And here that's going to be 36. So I'm going to take my problem, I to the 37th, and I'd like to rewrite it in terms of 36. Now I can't actually change my problem. So I've got the 36. 36 plus what is 37? 36 plus 1. So I'm going to rewrite like that. The way these work out, whatever we end up adding there, which should only ever be a 1, 2, or 3, that's what we end up with. So I get I to the 1st, which is just I. So if I've got I to the power of 98, 98 is not divisible by 4. The largest number smaller than 98 that is divisible by 4 is 96. So I would have to write that as the 96 plus 2 power. So since I've added 2, that means I get I squared, which is -1. I to the power of 203. 203 is odd, so it's definitely not divisible by 4. The largest number smaller than 203 that is divisible by 4 is 200. So I write it as 200 plus 3. So again, whatever we add is what we get. And I cubed, this last step I have to have memorized, is -I. Finally, I've got I to the 500. 500, that number is divisible by 4. So if your exponent is divisible by 4, my answer is just +1. So again, those are the only 4 possibilities, and we have now seen an example for each one of them.